Good morning, everyone. This is Cinco, aka Joe, or Joe, aka Cinco, depending on how you want to word it. But anyway, just wanted to touch base with you guys on some things that are going on over here at Cinco Doggos Mining. So, number one, some of you may know that I have stated that last Wednesday, my fiat job, where I've worked for years, they let us they let us go. They put us on a layoff, and I've made 3 rounds of layoff cuts, but they finally got me. So both my wife and I, who work for the same company, we're in the same job. Uh, we both got our notices that on July 17th we will have our last day of work here, and we are being offered a severance package. So wife and I have been scrambling the past week trying to get things figured out, what we're going to do. Thankfully, we do have savings that will be able to, help us get through till we find other employment. But that's all, it's stressful when the entire family loses all of its income at once. Uh, we're not going to have to dip into our Bitcoin, which is nice. But, just wanted to kind of bring up, our savings that are in fiat savings, 401ks, things like that. You can't just withdraw that whenever you want, right? Like you can with Bitcoin. Our savings are actually like locked behind a wall right now. And we're being told that like we won't be able to withdraw certain accounts until up to 30 days after our last day of work. And that hurts. So just again, wanted to bring that up. Like that's another reinforcement. Like when you have money that's fiat money that's locked in these banks and whatnot, they don't want to let it go. Even when you need it. And like for a 401k, it used to be that when you left a job, you can withdraw your 401k at the tax rate or whatever, but that has gone away. I think they took that rule away many, many years ago where you didn't have to pay the penalty. Now we're going to get penalized when we take this out to live off of while we find new jobs. So we're actually being penalized for being laid off by the US government. So it's just nuts. So we'll have an extra 10% tax on that. But just want to kind of bring that up. Number one, just again, reinforcing, Bitcoin is the way. But number two, just want to let you know, schedule wise, some of the things that I do regularly throughout the week, midweek mining, putting out the Bitcoin mining show for Altair Tech. There may be tiny delays in that just because I am focusing on getting my job figured out. Okay. Got to redo my resume because it's been years. So have to do things like that. And I'm also going to be looking for jobs in the Bitcoin space. That's actually my priority. If I can find a full-time job in the Bitcoin space, I would like to do that, preferably mining. I do have a part-time gig that I do with a mining pool, but that's not enough to survive on. And they're not going to be offering any full-time positions with the current status of Bitcoin's price action. So I don't expect anything there. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Some people have been asking how things are going. It's okay. We're going to survive. I appreciate everybody's help. If you hear of jobs out there in the Bitcoin space, obviously hit me up, send me a DM because I'd like to hear about that. But yeah, I'm still going to Mining Disrupt in Miami. I am now looking at that as a huge opportunity to meet some folks. So we'll be there for that. But if you see little delays in the things that I put out, please bear with me. I'm doing my best. I just really, really need to get focused on making sure everything that is going on in fiat world gets back on its feet so that way, I can pay my bills. But, one of the good things that came out of this is my house is now going to be completely paid off. We're going to have absolutely no debt after we get done with this transition because what we're doing with our savings, we're converting everything. We're getting rid of all debt, including the mortgage. And so that way we'll have very minimal bills, and that means we can stack more Bitcoin. So we're kind of looking at this as a positive. Also, my wife's travel company is getting off the ground, her side gig, which is kind of turning into a full-time gig now, which is Spencer Curated Travel. So we'll be looking into that. But yeah, appreciate everybody's help and understanding, and I promise you things will get back to normal. Just need a little bit of leeway. So thanks, everybody.